This is another episode of Back in the Day. I remember in the summer, my dad took us to the Bahamas, and he say, y'all need to give the house a deep cleaning for your grandma and grandpa. They old now, they can't do what they used to do. Y'all need to try to chop enough wood to last them a year. Gather enough wood to last them a year. Y'all need to get as much coconuts, clean them, put them up for your grandmama and granddad in the smokehouse, or much seafood as you can. Just anything y'all can do to make their life easier. And we also need enough corn grounded to last them at least a year or two until we get back, right? So me and Cedric on the hunt. 24 hours a day we on the hunt. So we in the jungle and we come across a field of okra. Oh, we pick all the okra. We ain't even left a ounce. Go take it to grandma. Grandma ain't saying a damn thing. Grandma just preserving them, right? She get right to it, just preserve them. Say, you baby, be careful now. Go get some more. We come back the next day, bags of tomatoes. Grandma ain't saying nothing. She getting them jars ready to preserve these tomatoes. And she mixing the tomato with the okra and just doing the thing, though, One day, me and Sadie ran across a field of cantaloupes. Wow. Ain't no stoves on the Bahamas back then. It wasn't one stove. No electricity. No running water. So, me and Sadie hit the jackpot. So we eating cantaloupes, boy. We bagging them and eating them, bagging them and eating them. And we with some local boys. They eat the cantaloupe in the jungle. But once we hit that road, they ain't touching nothing. No cantaloupe or nothing, right? Me say we still don't know what's going on. We just our new adventure now. Search and destroy anything we see growing. So we ran across a field of watermelon, right? And a watermelon about the size of cantaloupe, maybe large grapefruit, right? So we loaded them in the bag, eating them. The locals boy eating them too. Junior Ben and Emmett and Floyd, we all eat them. But when we got on the roadside, they quit eating them. But me and Cedric continued. And we left a trail of watermelon from the jungle in the road all the way to grandma's house. And one time we heard something that was rare. A knock on the door. Dom, 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 dom. We go. It looked like 50 to 100 people in grandma's front yard. And the mean lady, who I didn't know, was my brother mama. Which I didn't even know I had a brother then from the Bahamas. But it was his mama. And the girl I liked it, name was Mary. I didn't know was my brother's sister, all that. At the time, we didn't know none of that. But the mean lady say, younger American boy terrorizing the island. We want them off the island now. And my dad says, y'all just calm down. So they terrorizing everybody garden. And everybody garden in the jungle. And men say, you look at each other. What goddamn garden? Because we wondering why did them local boys, didn't tell us what we were doing. But now it makes sense why once they hit the road, they distanced themselves from us. But in the jungle, they were having fun along with us, eating watermelon, cantaloupes, and tomatoes and all that stuff, right? So the lady say, ever since younger boys come to the island, They haven't been nothing but trouble for everything. They jeopardize everything. We work hard for our God things, and now they all just gone. They gone, gone, gone. And God knows I love you, Emily. You placed the water pump out to the road so we all can have water, fresh water. But God knows I love you, Emily. And my dad say, y'all just shut us. Tell me what you charge. I pay y'all everything. Just tell me whatever all this stuff costs, because it ain't going as bad. You know, it's drawn for good use. You know. And me and Sedge were wondering that day. You know, grandmama, my daddy sat us down. Damn, I'm glad they told granddaddy, because Drake had to get some ass, you know, but grandmom say, what we gonna do with the baby stuffs? Our baby thieving. They thieving. He said, oh, mama, I changed just a mission on your changing, mama. I don't change. They meant to be chilling. She said, oh, our baby thieving. They thieving little boys. So me and Savior said, dog, we did something wrong. Savior said, yeah, Dave. And after then, we tried to make it up to all the people. You know, we went back and tried to, you know, straighten their little gardens and watermelon patches and all that out. And we taking fresh water, you know, buckets of water to try to, you know, revive it, you know. But me and Cedric learned a valuable lesson that day. What always seemed to be is not what it is, especially in the jungle. A watermelon, a cantaloupe, a okra, a tomato plant is somebody garden. Just because it don't look like American gardening, don't make it not a garden in another country, because it grow on lime rock. That is the end of Back in the Day. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the story.